YouTube, what it do? FadeMasterLos here, live and direct. And today, got a good one in store for y'all. I'm gonna go to the book today. Books that I keep with me. I keep this book with me. Be able to make sure I stay on topic. So what I got for y'all today is 5 tips for barbers starting off in the profession. But before I do that, make sure you click that like, that comment, and also subscribe, man. It's only gonna make you better. It's only gonna make you better. Now, I mean, it's gonna make you better. I'm gonna grind regardless. You feel what I'm saying? But it's only gonna make you better. I'm gonna show y'all a cut that I did earlier this week. After that, stay tuned for these tips that's gonna make these new barbers next level. And just to put them on a little bit of the game before they jump into the thing. With me, FadeMasterLos here, live and direct. Let's go. Be on the lookout for my next video where I'm gonna show the before and after, the full detail of how to do this haircut. This is the before, bald face tutorial. Be on the lookout, FadeMasterLos. For my new barbers, tip number 1. When you first starting off, learn from everybody around you, especially the experienced barbers that have been in the shop for a long time. Like, you'll be surprised at all the information and gems that they could give you to not only just make your cut clean, but to eliminate certain steps, to not overwork yourself, about having good posture. Just so much information you could get from them. So when you get in that shop and you get around experienced barbers, be a student. Learn from them. Be willing to get some game off them. Because guess what? It's only gonna make you better. You feel me? Step number 2. Now, check this out. Everybody wanna cut like that. Everybody wanna move fast. Everybody wanna be able to do a haircut in 15 minutes. Everybody wanna be able to do a haircut in 5 minutes. Everybody wanna be able to do a haircut the fastest, whatever, right? In the beginning, it's not about how fast you can cut. It's not about how fast you can cut. It's more so about doing what your client asks you to do. So that's tip number 2. Doing what your client asks you to do. Not about how fast you could get them in and out the chair. It's about making sure that you listen to what they ask and you do what they ask. Number 3. First, starting off, it's so important to be laser focused on barbering. Don't be focusing on no other industries. Don't be worrying about what the car industry doing. Don't be worrying about what the real estate industry doing. Don't be worrying about what the weave industry doing. Don't be worried about all these other industries. When you first starting off, you gotta be tuned in, laser focused on barbering. You gotta be willing to put all your days and time for the first few years of just tuning in and focusing on barbering. 3 would be laser focused on barbering. Don't focus on no other industry but your industry in the beginning. Now, I know you want to expand, and I know you want to think about this and that, and I want to flip cars over here, I want to do this, or whatever you want to do. In the beginning, when you're talking about becoming a barber, you want to be known, you want to be successful, stick to focusing on that industry. Don't focus on everything else. Just focus on that industry. It's going to put you ahead of the game. Tip number 4. With tip number 4, I think this was one of the ones, you know. This was one of them ones. When I say one of them ones, I mean like, people be like, oh, how you did that like that? Or how can you do that as quick? Or how can you move a certain way? So tip number 4 is make sure you know what tools to use when it's time to use them. Understand when it's the best time to use a certain tool. That's tip number 4. Now for this last tip, don't take it the wrong way, because sometimes even I be feeling like if somebody trying to try you, they trying to try you right. This tip number 5, and this is a real big one. This is a real big one. Let me get some water on this one. Tip number 5. Use constructive criticism to become legendary. Use constructive criticism to become legendary. Now, what I mean by that, I remember first starting off, and the person be like, "Oh, you should have did it like this," or "Oh, I could have did it like that." Everybody want their opinion to be given, and you can either use it to see if this person is criticizing you in a constructive way to help you build, to help you grow, to help you become better, and you can use that criticism to become legendary. It could fuel you. It could give you energy. So, tip number 5 is use constructive criticism to become legendary. Everybody looks at certain things, but oh, they said this. They give you more fuel to grow because they can't do what you're doing. They ain't grinding like you grinding. So that's why I looked at tip number 5 as one of them ones. One of the ones that you got to understand in this game if you a new barber and you get into the industry, that it's going to take a minute to get good. It's going to take a minute to get great. And you're going to have people that say, oh, do this, do that, do this, do that. But you got to be laser focused. You got to be tuned in. And you got to understand that sometimes a person can be telling you something to help you get to that next level. And sometimes a person can be telling you something to just state their opinion that don't even really matter because you never asked for it. So use constructive criticism to become legendary. And there you have it, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, because I sat down and I was like, you know what? Let me give some tips, man. Some tips that I thought would be very great and useful for new people that's in the industry, new barbers, future barbers that want to become barbers. Let me give, some tips, and there you have it. If you learned something from this video, make sure you click that like, that comment, and also subscribe. Be a part of the family. FadeMasterLos here, live and direct. Let's go.